Maximus.
How's everyone doing? Welcome back to Danganronpa 2 after our 1-week hiatus. We've had a lot of time to kind of marinate on everything that happened last time.
Yes.
We were talking a bit about it before the stream and we're like, okay, let's try to get our thoughts in order. So, FMX, hello, good to see you.
Fifth trial ended.
Fifth trial ended, so that's all done.
We figured out that Nagito wanted to kill everyone else except for the traitor who works for the Future Foundation.
That's right. So we got that figured out. Yeah. Oh, and hello, Mel, Yuli, and Solstice. How are you guys doing?
You went about it in the worst way possible, though.
It almost worked.
Except for all the stuff he left in his apartment that ended up causing the trial to go the way it did. Yeah.
But I mean, he took the gamble on us not being able to guess about his luck. You know, we had to believe. It was kind of insidious because we had to believe in his luck to win the trial.
Yeah.
Which nobody wanted to do.
It was already proven that it worked.
I know.
Already, right?
But it's like you had to believe in Nagito and everyone's like, I don't like Nagito.
Yeah.
So, you know, they had to kind of fight against their dislike to be like...
Either way, they had to vote for somebody, so it's like you're winging it at that point. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You're winging it because otherwise you can't guess anybody.
It's true. It's true. And Amma, hello to you. And Zachary, hello as well. And that's true. Chiaki also just kind of made it very clear that she's like, I'm the traitor, but I can't say I'm the traitor.
Say I'm the traitor.
So can you just say I'm the traitor so I can confirm I'm the traitor?
Yes.
So that's a good point too, FMX.
Yeah, I mean that helped too. I mean the diary was like the killer thing.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
That Hajime was like, yeah, that diary is like the go-to evidence.
Yeah, and only he would have been able to figure that out because he was in the diary.
Yes, he was mentioned in that one. When in the funhouse.
In the funhouse, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, this even though everybody's like in denial.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I read that diary. And I know this has to be her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of refreshing actually for the protagonist to not be like, no, it can't be. I don't want it. There must be another way. He's like, no, it's her. This sucks, but in order to save everyone, I kind of just have to suck it.
Yes.
And to answer your question, Yuli, doing good, thanks. Been fighting some kind of illness, but doing okay today. And Zachary, what is your proposal? I would like to hear this double or nothing you speak of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also to recap, after the trial, we were on a boat.
Yes.
And, Nagito had some very nice nails. Very, very nice nails. Which kind of took us aback a little bit and got us theorizing about things, so...
Yes, like, my assumption is that this would have to be Mukuro's hand, not Junko's.
I mean, it could be either.
It could be either, but Junko's was, squished, so the hand wouldn't be in a good condition.
But there was no wolf tattoo on the hand.
Is that the hand that she would have the tattoo on?
Yeah, because remember her other hand burned up. The only hand that wasn't burned up was the one with the tattoo.
Oh, okay.
So, I didn't see... I mean, it could have just been how they drew it, too. But I didn't see a tattoo, so I'm like, it's probably just
Is the tattoo... Where is it located on her hand?
I thought it was, right here.
Right here?
I thought.
Okay.
I have to look back at it.
I have to look at that photo again.
I know.
But it's because he's leaning it against the wall, so...
Right.
He's leaning it against the wall, like that. Nobody can see it.
You can't really... That's true.
You wouldn't be able to really tell.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I would have to look at the picture to make sure if that's the case. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Zachary says, you're one trial off from 2 perfect games. As per usual, the final question is, who is the mastermind? But if you want a hard mode, I can ask an additional question that you also have to get.
The mastermind. That's the thing, though, is what qualifies as the mastermind? Because the person who's actually running the program is the Future Foundation, but it's taken over by the Monokuma virus.
Yeah.
So are we is the mastermind the one that planted the virus in there?
Right, or is it the person who set this up to begin with?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be our clarifying question is when you say mastermind, Do you mean the person who started this program originally, or the person who's taken over since and started the whole killing game? But I'm all for having an additional question that we have to answer, because we've driven poor Zachary to drinking with our correct answer so far.
Oh, drinking?
No, remember last time Zachary donated, he's like, bartender,
Yes.
another shot.
Yes.
I didn't think they were going to talk for an hour.
Yes.
So I think for Zachary's sanity, it's more than fair that we have an additional question to have to answer. I'm more than okay with it. And Mastermind is
you have to answer both. To
yeah.
be correct.
And so the clarifying is Mastermind is who took over.
Mastermind is who took over the program.
Yeah, so not who started it.
Man, I was thinking it was just a completely original character outside the program, like one who's running the program outside of the program.
I hear you. Yeah.
Like an infiltrator, kind of,
Yeah.
in the Future Foundation.
Sure, yeah.
Put it in there.
Right.
That's why it seems like it's a character we have not seen yet.
Right. Well, yes, Yuli, we did kind of talk for a while. I don't think it was last time. It was the time before last time. Because we were partway through the trial.
It was only 10 to 20 minutes. It wasn't that long.
We go back and, like, look at the time. And like, oh, we talked for a long time.
Yeah, we talked a long time. We ended at a good spot. And
Yeah.
the talking helped fill out
all the details.
The details, man.
Yeah. Yes, I will put my hat in the ring for double or nothing, Zachary. And do you want to do double or nothing?
Sure. I
Okay.
don't think we're gonna get it.
Sure. That's fine.
I don't think we're getting it this time.
It's the challenge that counts. I'll be happy if we still just guess who the mastermind is, to be honest.
Sure.
Yeah, hit me with your additional question.
Is that what the 6th trial is about?
I mean, that's what it was. That's what the first game was. Was like, who was the mastermind?
Yeah, I mean, the mastermind we never even saw until until the very end, right? Like, let me introduce myself now.
I'm Junko Inoshima.
Yeah, I haven't shown up all game. I'm here now.
I bet you've been wondering why there's so much merchandise of me, even though I died in the first chapter. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
It's because I was here the entire time. Okay, so to put the thought in your head, second question. Why was everyone put on the island to begin with?
Yeah, that's the funny part, isn't it? It's like, not only are they in a simulation of the island that they're on, not only are they in a simulation of an island, Jabberwock Island,
Yeah.
but they also actually literally are going to Jabberwock Island.
Exactly.
So it's like, you're going double island.
Yeah, it's like, why did they have to go to the physical... Like, it seems like that was the physical island.
Yes.
But then they wiped their memories anyway. So why did you have to take them to the island to begin with?
Yes.
Unless you had to, like, isolate them from the rest of the world? Or go
Yes,
someplace
it's a
hidden that
safe-
nobody else would know
It's a
that
safe
they're there?
location, anyways.
Yeah.
They have a base of operations
Sure.
on the actual island of Jabberwock.
Right. Yeah, so I think we talked a little bit. I can't remember if it was during the stream last week or after the stream, where I think you mentioned, Max, that you kind of felt like maybe everyone was brought there to be, how did you put it again? Like,
I thought it was some form of rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation, that's what you said. Yeah, like you thought.
Like, I thought these people were mind broken
Sure.
after the events of the world ending.
Right, like the horrible tragic event
Yeah,
or whatever.
the tragic event in human history, the most horrible tragic event in human history.
Yeah.
That they kind of became mind broken after that, so they became kind of insane.
Right, so you thought like maybe they were taken to the island to be rehabilitated.
Yes,
Right.
and to do that, they need to wipe out all that information
Right.
from their minds, and
Yeah.
kind of, in some way, give them like hope stuff in the program.
Yeah, because I think it's because of how what's her name, the nurse.
Yeah, they're killing what they became to return them to what they were at the start.
Before everything happened.
Before everything happened. I don't know if it's a mix though, like because as we see, Nagito is like seems to be part of the group or connected to the group.
Yeah.
Of Ultimate Despair. That's the assumption.
Yeah, like it seemed like he at least knew of Junko.
Yes.
And
I mean, they were all part of the school system.
And the other thing too is I can't remember the nurse's name. What is her name?
Her name is, I believe, is Mikan.
Mikan, thank you. And like it starts with an M, but I'm like Mirai, Mary. I'm like, and Mikan is also the only person that has got her memories back.
Yes.
Out of everybody.
The only one of them.
Yeah, and she was like crazy. Like she was like as crazy as Junko, and she kept talking about her beloved, which kind of sounded like she was talking about Junko in some aspects.
Yes, we don't know for sure, but that seems to be...
Yeah.
We know that there's a lot of people that call themselves Ultimate Despair.
For sure.
Like Mukuro herself as well.
Yeah.
Considered Ultimate Despair. And then they said there's a group of people, Despair group, that they think there's more than just those two.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm just thinking, before I continue blathering, hello, Catherine. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Welcome to our theory crafting. We've already gone over 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've been looking at a black screen for 10 minutes. Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, but we're trying to answer these questions.
Yeah. So,
like
I'm thinking because Mikan was the way she was, and Nagito was the way he was in that flashback.
Yes.
The fact that there's like 2 out of the 15 that were like that makes me wonder if all the rest are also like that.
That would be weird.
Right? But
I would find that weird.
Is it a coincidence that 2 out of the 15 are that way?
Yeah.
Or is it a pattern?
Yeah, I mean it's like a pattern, right? Yeah. It's that weird thing. Like there's some characters there that I cannot ever see really being part of that group.
Oh, I know. Like Soda? Or
yes. Sonya?
Yeah. I mean, I can maybe see Sonya.
Oh, you can see Sonya? Okay.
I can see Sonya, like, losing it, but... That's true. 2 is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern. That's a good point. We haven't had a 3rd one yet.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mikan means orange. Okay, so that's what you meant, FMX.
Orange.
Nice.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mel. I appreciate
that.
Okay, so it's still technically a coincidence, but I think it's a strange coincidence.
The cook?
The cook. What about the cook? Like, you mean, like, you could see him being an Ultimate Despair kind of guy?
Yeah, no. Well, we kind of know that when the wolf fell, there was, like, an army of this group that took part in it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah,
right?
For sure.
They were wearing Monokuma masks.
That's true. And we know that it, like, infected the school.
Yes.
Because there was, like, that room where, like, murder took place.
They had, like, a super budget
yeah.
to have these giant robotic Monokumas going around destroying cities.
Yep.
And all that, too.
Yeah.
So this is, like, a massive operation.
It's true.
To destroy all the governments in the world, basically, and cause chaos.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lawless society.
Causing despair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that going on.
Yeah.
Heavily. Robot Monokumas, like, they're just making it in the real world.
Yeah.
They have all that going on, and...
Yeah, they were prepared for everything to go down.
Yeah, so it's not just alone Junko and Mukuro. It's like there's a huge operation in place. Yeah. And so I don't know. You could be right, Molly. Like these people are all like part of the group of despairs and stuff. I thought it was just a big mix of a bunch of different types of people.
Yeah, I was just wondering because, you know, if we went with your rehabilitation theory... Yeah. It would make sense that, you know, the Future Foundation, if they believe in hope, they would want to rehabilitate. Save
people, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
so...
and that's what I was just wondering, is it all people associated working with the group that Junko worked for?
Yeah.
Or is it a combination of people who are like that went insane and just like nutty people.
Right. Yeah.
And people that and then other people who worked for the same group that Junko worked for and Mukuro worked for.
Yeah. So I guess we'll probably get into
is
that.
it a mix of the both? So
yeah.
No. Because then I can see same like Nagito, Mikan, the part of that group.
Yep.
But is everybody else the same?
Right, yeah.
Or are they just like people that went insane and they're trying to fix their minds by wiping them?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it could be either. So
yeah.
We'll just have to actually play the game, I guess.
Like look at Sayaka, like she like broke under pressure immediately.
I know.
Yeah. And then she went insane, but she wasn't part of Junko's group.
No, it's true.
She just went crazy.
So it's
like, then let's try to fix that for these other people.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean that all makes sense to me. So hopefully that's clear as mud to everybody who's listening.
Because it didn't feel that way in the first game, right? Like people got their memories wiped, but it wasn't like any of them. Besides the two, Mukuro and Junko were working with the Despair group. The rest were just their own people.
Yeah.
And they got their memories wiped. Yeah.
Yeah, because they wanted to preserve hope for the future.
Yes.
So they're like, the only way you can keep hope is to not remember what went down.
Yeah, what went down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or go about it the way it did.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be eased into it.
That's right. Yeah. You don't just get like bombarded all at once. You gotta kind of get used to it.
Because Makoto was able to help the other 5 remaining ones to kind of accept what Junko was throwing out to them.
Because he became ultimate hope.
Yes, he became ultimate hope, and he inspired hope in them. And that's why I'm wondering, like, people like Nagito or Mikan or whatever, like, if she's considered ultimate despair, does she inspire despair?
Yeah.
Those people. Like, people who were already kind of broken when they came into the school. And she kind of, like, helped...
I see what you're saying. Like, she kind of influenced them. Yeah.
To join her and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the...
No, that makes a lot of sense to me, too. So I could see that being the case.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so...
Alright, in conclusion, we don't know, but we're just...
We don't know, yeah. And so, 20 minutes later. Yeah, it's almost 20 minutes now. So that was the question that was being asked. So your idea on the question is, why was everyone put on the island to begin with? And you think rehabilitation.
I like your idea of rehabilitation.
Yes.
Like, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yes.
I can't think of, like, another plausible explanation, so...
Yes.
Yeah, you guys enjoying, like, the silence of the void?
A rehabilitation that isn't working out that great.
It could be going better.
Going better.
But anyway, yeah. So current theory is that rehabilitation is why they're there.
And was there another question?
Who's the mastermind?
Oh, who's the mastermind now? Who do you think is the mastermind?
I mean...
I was thinking it was a completely original character that we have not seen yet.
Right.
Just like with Junko.
Yeah.
It's a character we have not seen yet.
But we keep joking that, like, Junko's coming back as, like, a program.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Like, the whole idea is the mastermind of this is bringing back Junko in a way, in some form.
But I'm like, is it just, like, Junko's last-ditch plan? In which he, like... digitalized herself so she could continue living.
Yeah.
And so she's still kind of alive in a sense, and so she's still the mastermind, or is it somebody who was obsessed with her, like Nagito, and made a program to like recreate.
Yeah, that's the problem though, is that he doesn't have his memories.
I know.
And then we see him. He's talking to somebody on the boat. Mm-hmm. We don't know who it is he's talking to. We're assuming, of course, we're still looking through the eyes of the protagonist that we're playing us.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is Hajime.
Yeah.
And like the person he is talking to is us with all of our memories.
Right.
After the school,
Yeah.
With all the current memories.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Hajime.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that would be him?
Do you think
he lost his memories, but
it could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
I think he said he had something with him.
He did have something with him.
You mentioned that to Nagito. He brought something.
He brought something with him. That's true, and we don't know what that something was.
Yes, it was in his pocket. I think it said something. It was like he had it on him.
He had it on him, and
so it's like is it a USB that has the virus in it?
Right. It could have been.
Like, how does he plug it in if he's hooked up?
Yeah.
If he's hooked up to the machine.
Was it like something in his bloodstream so that it would like go into his brain when his brain was being accessed? Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we'll find all this out moving forward, but we gotta just answer that question. Who do you think is the mastermind of this?
I'm torn between it being Junko or Hajime right now.
Yeah, Junko or Hajime, yeah. I feel like this is recreating Junko, so I don't think we have Junko yet.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's a completely original character or it's supposed to be Hajime. If it's the one who's starting it, and it's the character we're speaking to with Nagito, who has something on him, then he's kind of the one that initiates this whole thing to happen.
Sure, yeah.
So I would assume then it would have to be our character, but with all the memories that they had lost.
Sure. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. That's our thoughts.
The only confusion I have is Nagito does not recognize us. Like if our character was also part of the same group.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
With Junko, Nagito does not recognize us.
That's a good point.
Which I find really strange.
Yeah, because it was like he wasn't in their class.
Yes. Kind of, and he does not know him from the group. Like it's like they don't all know each other.
Good pick up on that. Actually, I didn't think about that, but you're right. He wasn't like, oh hey, blah blah blah. He's like, who are you? What are you doing here?
Yeah, and even Nagito is like kind of messed up himself because he's like, oh yeah, I hate Ultimate Despair. I hate Junko. I need to get back at her. And it's like. I was like, oh, why do I have this Junko hand on me?
Right, yeah. It's such a conflict. I'm like...
I don't know. Did he develop a split personality or something? And he's flip-flopping back and forth? Or is he already losing his memories? Like he's already being drugged or something? I don't know how it works.
Right.
I don't know if they're drugged or if they're put into the simulation which loses their memories.
Yeah.
But then Mikan gets her memories back. And it's like, did Monokuma do that for her? Or did she just naturally... like get it back because she's resisting some drug-induced thing that they've given her.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of questions about that.
Yeah,
too.
It's weird. It's really weird.
Weird.
We'll see moving forward now. Yeah, we've already talked for 25 minutes, so let's actually go.
All right, let's go, everybody.
Okay, so we answered the two questions. Mastermind, I'm going with Hajime with all the memories. Okay. And the second question with what was it again?
Well, I think it was like, why was everybody
put on that rehabilitation?
Right. I agree on the rehabilitation. I'm 50% on the Hajime train, and I'm 50% on the Junko train. So, there you go. Oh, that's true, Yuli. If he wants to be Ultimate Hope, maybe he took her hand as a reminder of what he wishes to destroy. I feel like you should keep the hand in a jar and not attach it to your body, though.
That's pretty messed up. Like,
I vote for keep a hand in a jar.
Who puts the hand on him? Too?
Yeah.
It's like who in their right mind is like, hey, yeah, sure, buddy, let's put that hand on you.
Let's attach that.
The only one I think would do it is the Despair group.
Right. Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, man. We'll put that hand on you.
Yeah, let me take on a piece of my god, and then I can become like them. And carry on their work. That makes sense.
Huh?
That's Hajime's reaction to listening to the last 25 minutes.
Yes.
Huh?
What is this?
Oh, hey, we're back at the door. Again. Yay!
It's a door.
Kingdom Hearts.
There's a door. It's just like at the beginning.
Yeah.
Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Through the door?
Through the door.
We're back to the
classroom. We are back.
We are getting our memories back now, aren't we?
That or...
It's a reset.
It's a reset.
It's a reset.
It says we're in chapter 6.
You saw how weird everything got at the end? It was like everybody was there again.
I
during
know.
the last couple of days.
Yes.
Everybody's just there, but they're like imagining them there.
And they're kind of reacting to
And
them,
they're
but also
reacting, and
not
they're,
reacting.
They're glitching in and glitching out.
And the characters are like treating them as if they're there, but also that they're not there.
Yeah, it's like, you guys do know that they all died on you, right? But then you're acting like they're there.
Oh, sorry. That sound effect was real loud. What? Oh, I see what happened. My stupid OBS reset again. Sorry about that, guys. I had dragged the sound down and it reset itself. Okay.
And then Nagito sent a recording saying, if Trader lost, you will go to this place and I'll give you the code.
Right, yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
it's like, if you won, there's this.
Yeah.
If I lost, then, oh, that's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But I'll give you the code.
So
Go over there to the school.
Yeah, good luck.
And good luck. Yeah. It's the way out, basically.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah. Huh? Isn't this a classroom?
Okay, let me know, guys, if that sound effect was a little bit not so ear-shattering.
But even so, it's a very strange classroom.
The chairs are so thin at the back.
Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else.
It's better? Okay, good.
And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground. But then, why? It's not connecting.
What is the line in Kingdom Hearts? Reconnect.
Reconnect,
Yeah.
yes. To Kingdom Hearts.
To Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in that classroom, just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Man, whoa, boy. Oh, boy.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system.
This is the first game layout.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's so weird. He's even got his wine glass and everything.
Am I
Or
on?
blood glass.
Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium
Oh man, we're in the
immediately.
actual school.
Not the gymnasium.
Here we go again.
Aw, shit. Here we go again.
Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy." But why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? No.
Why am I alone? The iron plates are back.
Yeah. What is this? In a normal classroom, there'd be a window, but instead, there's this iron plate bolted here. When I tried knocking on it with my fist, looks like it's a pretty thick iron plate.
Also sounds like wood.
Is this to keep us trapped? What the heck? This place, where iron plates are covering the windows inside the classrooms. Is it really Hope's Peak Academy?
Reuse assets? What's that? Indeed.
This is a surveillance camera. Why would there be a surveillance camera inside the school? I wonder, does this have the same purpose as the surveillance cameras on Jabberwock Island? If so, who's watching us? Is it whoever's controlling Monokuma?
This is so weird.
Yeah, I know. This clock doesn't have any hands. A clock without hands is meaningless. Why would something like this be in a classroom? Does this monitor serve the same purpose as the monitors on the island? If so,
This would be under Monokuma's supervision, right? Is this place really Hope's Peak Academy? Damn it, what's going on?
Okay, is that everything? It looks like it. Is there any coins?
I know. Time unknown.
Alright. Oh boy. There's
some glitchiness
there's a
going
problem
on.
over there.
Yeah.
Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least, it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right. That's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and definitely clear things up.
I'm just asking the important questions, you. Oh man, it is so weird.
Oh, we're in the first game again. You can look at it, I guess, maybe.
Like, this is the old trial room.
Yeah, that's the old trial room, yeah.
Oh, this is so strange.
It's like, you can't go this way. Nope. Despair Hotel.
What?
This is a hotel now?
Wait. Okay, so you can't, like, and you can only interact with 1A.
Yeah, that's where we came from.
Are these gonna unlock as we go? And then this
I
is where we're
guess.
gonna go for, like, the final trial is
Looks
here again?
so-
That would be so weird!
Yeah.
AV room. It's got the Eye of Ra. Excellent.
Yep.
Store. Oh, the store! The old store. This is great.
This is...
I can't remember where that went. Oh, did it really? The dorms had a Despair Hotel sign in the first game? I never
Really?
noticed that. Whoa.
Oh, the pet's still going.
Oh, the pet freaked me out. Dude, what are you doing? Why are you evolving at a time like this?
There's a nurse office.
Bathroom? Can't go into the men's. Can't go up the stairs. Typical.
No, just to the gym.
It's gonna be glitch-me. Perfect.
The gymnasium is here, right? All right. I'm going inside.
I'm doing it!
Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so, I braced myself and cautiously opened the door.
Oh, or did I? Yeah, Tamagotchi jump scare indeed.
Here we go again. Chapter 6.
This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Well, that's hopeful looking.
I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door.
It was the class from the first game. They're all alive again.
It was a normal gymnasium.
Oh, hey, you guys are
Damn
here.
right.
Yo, Hajime,
Yo,
You heard the announcement and came here too?
you guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something?
That is...
I know. Imagine asking for a refund, saying my game's glitching. Oof. That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
You're right. Anyway, you look at it, it's impossible.
Hello! How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why, you.
You.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock! I just told you guys, this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true!
No.
Oh, but it is! I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway?
What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
lies.
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool!
I don't believe it!
But of course it fell to ruin. I I mean, they were doing things that they deserve to be ruined for.
What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine, fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. I was waiting for the fourth wall break.
Yeah.
Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
Someone?
Don't fuck with me.
Enough with this bullshit! Just spit it out already! Where did you take us, you bastard?
Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and
In other words,
it means I made this Host Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
hey.
What do you mean made?
What's this?
Oh my! Are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment.
Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way.
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that.
Shing.
It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then, what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
Huh?
Why? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
that's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives.
damn it.
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world.
What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip.
And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared.
Oh boy. And welcome back, Catherine.
Even if the setting has changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual.
What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How did we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island.
I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy?
Ta-da!
Ta-da. This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it! Why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, wanted to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope Speak Academy that you couldn't even see that? Gah. You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone.
Right?
Why do I have to go through something like this?
Hajime? Did something happen?
Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry. It's nothing.
I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey,
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right?
If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit. Which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
Hey, they're finally getting it.
You serious?
So they're not world ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma?
However,
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monomi never once denied that.
damn it.
Even if there are allies, they might not just be allies.
Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she was still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No. Even if her just being with us would have been a big help.
So, what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right!
I'm gonna do it!
Prepare yourself.
Like,
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Hope Speak Academy, about ourselves.
I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine.
At least Soda's consistent.
Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right?
If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes!
He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy? None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We'd sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So, why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So, what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building.
Okay. She went full Sakura. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now!
Whoa!
Hey, you already going?
Jeez.
What is this idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It'll be fine. there will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
All right.
You just had to say it, didn't you? So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light.
If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
Well,
Akane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonya said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore.
Then let's get this over with and go home.
Soda's nervous laugh, like, I'm totally not planning to kill anybody right now.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me.
Sonya took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia,
Miss Sonia!
please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone.
Oh my god.
Kazuichi chased after Sonya, who had just departed, and left the gymnasium.
Although, to be fair to Soda, it would suck if you died right now.
Yes.
I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual, peaceful, everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home.
He says it out loud after everyone leaves.
Ah, yeah, the music. I love this version. So good. Soda, yeah. God. Oh, hello.
Hey, we got one.
More of these.
I knew you could do it.
It's a glitchy boy. Coin.
Yeah. Nothing to click
Nothing.
this time.
How shocking. I guess we're going. Wait.
She killed Soda.
True, but we also should not be on the 5th floor already.
Oh yeah, we're already on the 5th floor.
I'm like, wait.
Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different.
Because it's not the same hallway.
Oh.
Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent.
Hajime's lines, man. I don't know what he's doing, man.
Oh, man.
Man, what's going on, man? I don't know.
I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down.
Oh, that's so funny. And Bew, hello, welcome to the stream. Well, there's no going back that way. School zone. So you lost Soda, eh? Good job, girl. This hallway, there is a strange feeling to it, no? Yeah, your eye and stuff is also glitching out, girl.
Oh no.
As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? No. No.
Limits.
Alright. Okay,
Which
that's
way
the
to go?
dojo.
That's where the dojo goes. This
The-
takes you to the garden, right?
Yeah, or the lab.
Oh,
Whoa. Yeah, this was
that's,
the lab.
looks like it's blocked off.
I just want to see if
The
there's
bio
anything.
lab.
we can- Yeah, this is the bio lab. Okay.
So we have to go.
And then this loops around. This is the garden.
It's blocked off.
Hello, Snake and me. I'll have to try to remember that you exist now. I'm kind of busy.
Okay, we can go into the dojo.
We can go to the dojo. Thank goodness. Samantha, hello!
I'm sure there's something valuable in there.
I'm sure.
There's a DVD on the ground. Oh,
Okay.
poster.
I mean, at least the Sakura is still happening.
Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense.
It was like this in reality, too. Yeah. Oh, it's a book. Okay, we'll do the book last.
It's armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect a Japanese dojo?
The map developers?
Map developers.
Why would you think that, Hajime? Anything new with that? No, okay, same
No,
thing.
same thing. And
Hey, is there anything in the lockers?
There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional looking woodblock key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue.
Okay. No arrows that have been duct taped together as a bludgeoning weapon?
yes, like before.
Yeah.
There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. The cherry tree is proudly displaying its full blossoms. The falling petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Hyoko and Pekka were here, they would have looked truly picturesque.
Oh man, they were hearing like yukatas and stuff. It
Yeah.
would have been like,
Yeah.
For this takes us well, I will definitely go home.
Go home.
That target seems pretty far away. If the production team had had more time, there could have been a minigame here. Wait, what am I saying?
What are you
That's
saying?
weird. He knows this is like a some kind of simulation.
Yeah,
now,
like
and
it was developed. He's just like,
What am I saying?
what am I saying?
Is he like flipping back and forth or something?
Yeah. Or that was just like the developer being
Yeah,
like, hello.
yeah. Hello.
I was
hi, it's
planning
me
to do
again.
like a mini game here, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma.
Great.
Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this?
Let's start with history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. Great.
So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it. But there's no way I can do that. Fine. I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is.
Great.
I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future. Many of its
I keep getting this word wrong.
Alumni.
Alumni.
Yeah, you got it.
alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent.
Okay.
Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent. It is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding.
And that's where the reserve force students come in.
If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system. The Reserve Department.
Yep.
Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nonetheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand.
Wow. Was this written by Nagito? Talentless commoners.
With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope.
We want to make the Messiah.
The Messiah, the ultimate hope.
Yeah.
But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yay, it's back.
Yes.
Zachary. Welcome, new reserve students. Exactly. That's exactly what they were.
Beware Mukuro Ikusa. The ultimate despair.
Watch out for her.
Watch out for her.
That's right. It was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy.
Oh, and Samantha, don't worry. You mainly missed like 25 minutes of theorizing from Max and I, so you didn't miss too much of the game.
Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end.
The end.
Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no. It'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The reserve department. That department was only built to collect money.
That means I'm rich.
I know, my family was rich.
Aw, sweet. I got money to go back to.
I was one of those reserve course students, right?
But hold on.
Whoa. That's weird.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying dormant somewhere in the school. Watch out for her.
Such a classic line.
Oh, you're here again.
Shit. Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course.
Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the reserve department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too.
What do you want me to say?
By the way,
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve course students.
They wiped out that part of his memory as well.
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself.
How do you do that?
Well, I mean... Those are good thinking snaps right there.
How do you do that? You gotta
Well, the school had the ability to wipe memories, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, it's not inconceivable that the school could have wiped his memories before the next wiping of the memories. So he's got like double memory wipe.
Yeah.
But then why would the school or you want to erase the memories that you don't have talent? I don't know.
Huh?
You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. Okay. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though.
Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
come on.
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve course student. Dang, low blow.
Just like Nagito.
Monokuma was like, I'll take over Nagito's role.
Damn it! What the heck?
There's your truth bullet!
Yeah. He
Alright.
thinks he willingly forgot it somehow. Like,
Yeah.
How do you
Like-
do that?
Yeah, why did you do that? FNX says, I wonder Tagami was just the richest reserve corps student and the school went, you know what? That's a talent now. I like that. Not that Byakuya would ever admit to that, of course. Okay, so we did come back out to the 5th floor.
Yeah, there's a dojo.
So...
Where do we go now? Down here?
Soda's
there's
here.
Soda now.
And Sonia's gone.
Yep.
What's going on?
This hallway. It's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for some reason. It looks like there's an invisible wall or something.
Yeah, I mean... I feel you, man.
Can't go down there. Can we go in the pile lab now? Nope, still blocked off.
I should probably check with that. No, not that one. Okay. Snake and me's still okay. I keep forgetting we can run now.
Yeah. Oh, we can
Okay,
go
we can go
to
in here.
class 5 right now.
Okay. That's what's changed. Okay, everything looks fine in here. Don't forget to look out for bears as we go around. I don't see anything.
So do you think that he got some group to wipe his memories of being a reserve student, and then once he's like brought to that island, they made him forget everything else before coming to that school? That'd be weird. That's like selective memory loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what to think of that yet.
That's a selective memory loss to like make him forget that he did not have a talent.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It's a good question. And welcome back, Catherine.
So he made himself believe that he had talent by making him forget that he was a reserve student.
Yeah, but like, did he erase everyone else's memories in the school as well?
Yeah. Well, what?
Because wouldn't they just be like, haha, you talentless reserve corps student? And he's like, what do you mean? I just don't know what my talent is.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of weird. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Zachary.
Yeah. Like he did that before he got brought to that island. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then he's thinking that I do have a talent.
Alright, that makes sense. Yeah.
This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh. Wasn't the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? That's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident?
Only one way to find out.
I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy.
That's what I was wondering too, Zachary. I'm like, are these mangas, like the covers references to other manga that I just,
Yeah.
I don't know enough about manga to be
I mean,
like,
this
oh.
guy looks like the headmaster.
That's what I was thinking
with
too.
the skull too,
With
right?
the skull,
Because
yeah. That's what I was wondering if it was a reference to. Was the
Yeah,
headmaster.
I don't know the other one. I don't know who that would be referencing at
No.
all.
The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy.
Whoa.
The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura.
Okay, well that's new information.
Yeah, we don't know that person.
No.
Izuru was a genius, known as a symbol of hope.
And
Okay.
they already had an ultimate hope before Makoto.
I guess.
Hope's Peak Academy used all of their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope.
Okay, interesting.
This was not mentioned at all in the first game.
No.
To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity.
Well, that's suspicious.
Because of that, most of the students at the academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who is known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's student council, among the academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage.
Junko Enoshima.
That student uncovered what the academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of reserve corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy.
That was interesting.
Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited, Danganronpa/0.
What is that from? I've seen that.
Danganronpa 0.
Yeah, I've seen that name before, and I'm like, what is that in reference to? I can't remember. I feel like that does exist somewhere.
Is that a manga?
Yeah, is it a manga or?
Is it like a prequel manga or something?
It might have been.
Danganronpa 0
Yeah,
was a manga, I think.
I think that makes. Yeah, because I definitely have seen that before.
Like in the real world, right?
Yeah. Like it's an actual piece of media. Okay. And that's true, FMX. Who actually knew he was the symbol of hope if they hid his existence? Okay, it's a prequel light novel. Okay.
Who knew that he was a symbol of hope?
Yeah, if they hid his
Future
existence.
Foundation didn't it? Future Foundation had.
Well, the Future Foundation didn't exist until after the tragedy.
Wasn't Hope's Peak Academy funded by the Future Foundation?
I don't think so.
Because they were talking about the future of the nation, right? I thought that they were the one that ran that school.
I thought Future Foundation was only introduced in the second game. But I might be wrong about that.
Yeah, I can't remember fully. But we do know that the school was... It's weird because in reality, in the first game, there was a bunch of students in the actual Hope's Peak Academy location. And then what was it? Did we lock ourselves in there? Like we were the ones that put up the lockout?
Yeah, so what happened is, like, the class from the first game, like, signed a consent form to basically be sealed away.
Sealed away.
So that Hope would survive into the future.
Yeah.
But then they got their memories erased and forgot it all.
Yeah.
So they were the only students that were actually left in the school because they were the only ones that still kept hope, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like everybody else was either killed or fell to despair.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody else was killed or fell to despair. We saw like the other side of that school where it was like all destroyed.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of blood everywhere.
Yeah, we're actually on the floor where that happened, but it's like it's the classroom that's attached to the hallway that goes to the biolab, and we haven't been able to go
That's where
in there.
the teacher dome was too, right? There's like there's a bunch of lockers. I forget.
Oh, that's like
there's
another.
A bunch of lockers. Yeah, there was a bunch of lockers there, and a bunch of different rooms that we weren't really able to go into.
That's actually a different floor than this floor.
Oh, okay,
that's
yeah.
like another floor.
That was another floor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so they revealed the information that the Ultimate Hope killed 13 students on the student council.
Yeah. I will say there's like some similarities between that person and Hajime, based on that story we got.
I mean, they call him a reserve corps student.
Yeah. And they're like, well, they erased like all his memories and stuff.
Oh yeah, the selective memory loss.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's weird that
they wiped that pot too.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's kind of weird that Hajime also has selective memory loss.
Are you giving him false information? Because they're implying here that he does have talent. But then they're saying he's a reserve corps student.
But they said they like did like they created him basically. So did they do experiments on a person to create hope?
Yeah, I mean, they found him, and he was like, they experimented with him.
Yeah.
Only because he had multiple talents, they say.
Yeah, but
like,
did
he
they...
has more than one.
Okay. Was that original, or did they give him multiple talents?
I don't know. I feel like he was a special case,
Okay.
and they singled him out,
Okay.
and they were kind of making him become what they wanted him to be as the ultimate hope.
Right, but I mean, obviously that didn't work because he murdered 13 people.
Yeah, we don't really know why he murdered 13 people.
Yeah.
Either, which is weird.
Yeah, so what set that off?
Yeah, what caused that to happen?
So they tried to make like a synthetic hope, basically, which
Yes.
didn't work. And
Yeah.
Makoto's like the true hope that
Yeah.
developed naturally.
Mhm.
And then Nagito kind of tried to make himself another synthetic hope, but it didn't really work out for him either.
Yes, I mean, he considered himself ultimate hope all the way until he died. Either way, like, consider me ultimate hope. You
Yeah.
know?
And I'm like, well, you kind of didn't fulfill that, really.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't save the traitor anyways, but
Yeah.
he got lazy.
He got lazy.
Yeah. I'm leaving all my stuff in the apartment. Go
They'll
look.
never figure it out.
That's why I thought it was the opposite. I thought he was, like, testing everybody else to
Yeah.
find the traitor, you know?
Right. I hear you.
It's like, let me leave this stuff here and see if you can figure it out.
Finger guns.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that was like the most interesting piece
Yeah,
of
that's like a
information
lot
I
of
got.
new information, because none of that was at all in the first game.
Yeah, like, okay.
So he already had created one. So how many years has this place been running? Quite a few years, apparently.
Quite a few years.
They've already... I don't know if anyone graduated
Yeah, right?
or not. I have no clue if anybody graduated. And if they graduated, what did they do afterwards? They just joined the Future Foundation group?
I think they mentioned that in the first game briefly, like, you know, people that graduate from Host Peak Academy go on to be like government leaders
Oh,
and
yeah, that too, yeah.
billionaires and blah 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 blah
I guess so,
blah.
that's true, yeah.
So there have been graduates from
Okay.
the school.
Okay.
Anyway, let's see what else we can learn.
With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy.
What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident! A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent.
Damn it. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too. But it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then, what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that.
Who knows?
Who
I'll be
can
right
say?
back.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I gotta. Do you want more water or are you good?
I could use a bit more water.
Okay. Alright. Hang tight, everybody. We will be back momentarily. long break is over.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
Um.
A streamer taking a bathroom break with nothing happening, but XQC thinks we'll all get bored and leave. I mean, if you want to, I don't blame you, honestly.
No. So the school closed down, but then they kind of restarted it right before the tragedy happened, didn't they? Because I mean,
well, they just tried.
we locked ourselves. I mean, like in the first game, those students preserve hope by staying in that school, right?
Yeah, I don't think school started. I think what happened is like that was what started the tragedy, and then the school tried to hide it. But then Junko started using that as a way to rile up the reserve corps students.
Yes.
And then a lot more murdering happened, and so
Yeah.
then people either like abandoned the school
Yeah, left.
or whatever, right?
Yeah,
and then
so it was shut down, right? Like it was closed down.
yeah, so then the class 1A or whatever, signed the consent form
Volunteered
to stay here.
After closing down.
I think that's the series of events that happened.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because I remember them mentioning about it being closed down.
Oh, really, Zachary? That's funny. I actually followed a guy who he would get up from his stream to, use the bathroom, but then he would disappear for like 20 to 30 minutes.
Yes.
And his mods would be like texting the guy's friends like, so and so like left with their stream running. He hasn't come back. Do you know where he is? And they would text him and he'd be like, I got hungry, so I walked down to Starbucks.
Yeah.
And then I forgot I was streaming. And he did that so many times. But his friends would make fun of him because his viewership would actually go up the longer he was away from streaming. Like, it was just his chair, nothing was happening in the game, and his views would just steadily, like, increase. It was the weirdest thing.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Oh, boy. Okay. Anyways.
Let's continue.
Anyway, I learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right?
That's what Makoto was saying too. He's like, can't be just like that.
What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up.
Yeah, no, I know, guys. It was like a really weird thing. I can't explain it. Okay, now where do we have to go? Still
here.
can't leave.
File lab.
That'll probably be like the last thing. Where is... I need a person to talk to. Okay, it's not the garden. Maybe it is the biolab already. It could happen.
There we go.
It is.
Wow.
But is there a character to talk to first?
Oh yeah, there should be a new person here now.
Right?
Hello? Anyone around?
Meow, meow.
Nope, nobody's here now.
Okay. They got eaten by the glitch. Meow. Maybe they're inside here. Rah! Alright. Let's make a save so we don't have to do all that again.
Chapter 0 and 6.
And 6, yeah. We're in between chapters, I guess. How many lights
Hey,
are on?
there's a Monokuma.
Well spotted.
What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something.
Or a mole.
If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already.
Now keep calm. Relax.
I've been
I
found.
feel like we should have been finding more. Like, did we miss any of those other rooms?
I was looking, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything either.
Refrigerator. There's nothing on there. The tarp is still here. Tarp.
This looks like a plastic tarp. Why is this left out like this? Clean up after yourselves, will you?
Yeah, Junko, get it together. Gosh.
I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least, that's what it looks like. But that's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. It just feels so forced. This idea should have been cancelled during development or something. What am I thinking?
It just keeps
Oh,
happening.
yeah, I know, right?
What's happening to me?
There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history?
With the scream.
I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Lame.
Lame. Oh, we got despair in the back. We got despair swirlies.
Kind of looks like Mikon.
I thought that too. I'm like, she kind of gives me Mikon vibes.
Yeah, the bangs over.
Yeah.
Story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishably from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etat began occurring around the world. A war raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair.
There they are.
Instead of using Hope Peak's Academy's talent for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. this is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy.
Enough! What is this messed up manga?
I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing your school memories. Sure, we'll just pretend you didn't do the same thing in the first game. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains.
This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible!
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning.
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps? No. That's definitely it.
Okay.
Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, and I guess that's why they were called Ultimates, then are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death.
Why did I have this whole monologue inside here?
I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I went out of the freezing room.
There is a sauna somewhere in here. You could go there next.
Yeah,
Warm
so
up.
he's thinking that they're all students, like ultimate
Yeah,
despairs
actually-
all from the school.
Which does make sense because it started at the school. Like it spread from the school to the internet and then around the world.
Yeah.
So, hello, Game Dan. Welcome. How are you
Yes,
doing?
It's weird. Like we know Junko was the initiator, right? Like,
Yeah.
She's the one that took down Hope's Peak Academy
Yes.
because she infiltrated, right? Like I mean, they brought her in, somebody else, the ultimate fashionista, right?
Right. But
Yeah,
maybe
but-
she was the ultimate fashionista and only became Ultimate Despair because of that murder that happened. Maybe there was no, like, influencing,
Huh.
you know?
Yeah, but she would have to be looking for it, right?
Well,
Like,
it's
she would
like,
have to find that information that they hid away.
yeah, but it sounds like there was a cover-up that tried to happen, but it wasn't successful.
Yeah.
So maybe she was one of the people that found out about it and then was like, I'm going to use... I mean, how do you
Yeah.
hide the fact that 13 people got murdered in the school?
Yeah.
So, maybe she used that to
Yeah, how do you hide
her.
that fact? Man, yeah.
It's interesting to think about.
Yeah, I mean, would that mind break her though? I mean, she's like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting to think about. Holiday season's begun, Game Dan. I
so
understand.
the group was not formed until that incident happened.
Yes.
The
That's what it
tragedy
sounds like.
Of Hope's Peak Academy, where
Yeah.
where they found out that the 13 students were killed by Izuru.
Right.
And then when she released that information, then that started the group Ultimate Despair.
That's what it sounds like.
Would
But
that mean then that those who had graduated from Hope's Peak Academy joined that group?
not necessarily, because if she was in high school at the time, then she probably got people on her side that were also in school, because that would be the easiest way to have an organization. Because, how do you contact graduates, and why would graduates really care about what's happening? Because, high school students are a lot easier to influence than adults.
True.
So,
They looked up to her or something. So.
yeah, so...
Yeah, I don't know, yeah. I mean, everybody got in on it, right?
Yeah.
Except Nations got in on it, high influential people,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Because it did spread eventually, so maybe that's when it got more influential people, when it spread from outside the school. But
yeah.
it started off as a high school club almost.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't
guess
know.
So, yeah, so during that time, the students they had formed that group.
Yeah.
They formed that group of Ultimate Despair.
Yeah.
Which was Mukuro, Junko, and then whoever else was in there.
Yeah. Made up of ultimates. So it wasn't the reserve course students that formed that
No,
group.
the
It was other
students,
ultimates.
They rebelled, and that
Yeah.
kind of triggered things more.
Yeah. So they kind of
They
used...
left.
Yeah.
They got,
Oh, and by the way, just to address Zachary and Mel, yeah, I got an update from YouTube that they're changing how ads work during streams now, unfortunately. So, they are running ads midstream. I have some limited control over it. I'm hoping they'll make it a little better going forward. Right now you have 3 options you can choose from. There's as little as possible, a quote-unquote balance to balance revenue for the streamer and ads for the watchers, and then the high grade, which is just ads all the time, which interrupts the viewing experience. So I went for the lowest one. So let me know how many ads you end up getting in the stream, because I am curious how often it's going to be for you guys. But yeah, I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the stream.
Okay,
that
that's interesting.
that
Yeah,
YouTube has implemented that. Now, I guess because we're going into the holiday season and YouTube's like, we could get more money. And I'm like, no, give me the option to not run ads during the stream at all, please. I don't like this very much. But anyway, that's the reason. So
how big of a group do you think is Ultimate Despair? How big do you think it is? Made up of 10 people?
Well,
or-
it went. I mean,
5
initially, or
Oh, you think it went bigger?
yeah, because the manga said it spread online and then around the world.
Yeah. Does that mean that it did say it spread around? But does that mean that they were actually connected to the group Ultimate Despair?
Right. That I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the first one. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, ads midstream I find really irritating when I watch it on Twitch. So, I mean, of course I want to support the streamer, but I'm at least give the streamer the option to, run it. Max and I went to the bathroom, for instance. I could have run an ad then while I was gone.
Yeah.
And, it's not really interrupting your viewer experience of the stream, so... Yeah, I'll look and see if there's any updates to that, because I would like to control that more than I am currently.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, let's continue, see what else we can learn.
Phew. That was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next?
Well, you get ads every stream, Mel. Interesting. Well, I only got the notification about it not that long ago.
Don't watch
so-
the stream. Wait until it finishes.
Yeah, watch the
then
VOD.
Watch it.
Yeah. Then you won't have anything interrupted.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everybody leave.
Everybody
now.
get out. Save yourselves. But also don't leave, please.
Yeah, I know.
Hello. Just stares.
You know, dude.
No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him.
Amazing.
Like what happens if you click on Monokuma, man?
I'm gonna save first. Hold on. Let's save. You can't make me leave, Max. Yay, Samantha's not going. Hooray.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No, no!
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
Rude. He took time to do that. Zachary handcuffs himself. I mean, alright. I like the enthusiasm. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair.
Huh?
Should I reload and talk to...
I don't know, like, will you be forced to leave after this, or will you still be able to talk to Fuyuhiko?
Well, let's keep going.
Yeah.
If we're forced to leave, then I'll just reload,
Yeah, sure,
and then I
yeah.
can just fast forward through this. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
High school girl?
yes indeed!
Lady Junko Enoshima. The lady.
The lady.
Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the ultimate despair. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
unbelievable.
Oh, really? You'd be wrong. Alright, good luck out there, Game Dan.
Beware Mukuo Ikusa, the 16th.
Watch out for her. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
It says despair in here.
Oh, yeah, you see it on there? Yeah, that's funny.
Despair.
Huh?
What?
What?
What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair.
Huh?
For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima.
What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their mind. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation.
So, like, Nagito?
So like Nagito. So he killed his family? Damn. Alright.
Uh,
And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do.
There's no way something that crazy is possible.
What?
Do you know that the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy?
I don't even know if Nagito even had a family to begin with. It's
True.
hard to say, right? Like
It's
he was like very, what would you say, like very sacrificial for Hope. I mean, he was sacrificial for Hope. Like when he first showed up, he was full in on trying to kill somebody in the very first trial. Like
Yeah.
he was into that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sacrificing myself as this,
Oh, there's a stepping stone.
stepping stone. You would defeat me and kill me and all that
Right.
stuff. Like he was fine with his
all
life.
that
He
being
didn't
over.
have any value for his life.
Sure.
At the point where he comes to the school, he had no value for his life.
Sure.
I'm assuming in some form it's very similar to Mikon. Like Mikon was like the one who was like becoming more aggravated and annoyed and everything.
Right. Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
like trying to be kind and stuff, but I think like the bullying or something caused her to snap eventually.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that, because he's like, why won't you believe me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she became like very cold and like distant and all that. Yeah.
That's for sure.
So
Yeah.
it's like a few of them were kind of, when they came to Hope's Peak Academy, I think they already had like some pretty crappy lives
Yeah.
before they
yeah.
came
Yeah.
there. Before they came there. So
For sure. I mean, even in the first game, you learn like being an ultimate isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, I mean some seem like perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You know,
It depends
like,
what your ultimate ability
the cooker
is.
had a loving mother that took care of him and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He was gonna study and then come back after.
Right.
And, it depends on the type of people. But
Yeah.
then other ones have very crappy lives when they come in.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, Junko's despair, we don't know if it started before she came to the school or it happened because she learned of what the school did.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Don't know yet.
Same with Mukuro. I mean, Mukuro was a soldier, so I don't know. I don't know if that. I wouldn't know if that technically had an influence on her or not.
Yeah. I mean, her sister could have influenced her.
I guess so. Yeah.
But-
I guess that's the case. Yeah.
I just don't know. Because, I mean, we hardly got to know Mukuro, unfortunately, so...
Yeah, we don't know. We just know that she was part of a paramilitary group
Yeah.
that fought in a bunch of different wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was an expert soldier
Yeah.
and stuff. So I don't know if that influenced her in a way. I mean, she had to find her sister again, or the other way around. They had to find each other again.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of separated
Yeah.
at an early age.
Yeah.
And then we were reunited at the point where they both joined the school at the same
That's
time.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
A Hello, Viviana.
Hello, Viviana.
Day's going pretty good so far. How are you?
Doing good.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, so...
We'll continue for a bit.
Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean, final days? What happened to the reserve department?
They're dead.
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do.
2,357. There's that many at the school.
Dang,
How
that's
does
a lot of
that-
money.
How does that place fill that many students?
Good question. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide.
Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students?
Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded. Huh?
Yeah, you dummy.
Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair. Junko Inashima. Heh, it doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Inashima is already dead.
And how do you know that, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, how does he know that?
Yeah, how do you know that, Fuyuhiko?
Is he getting his memories back?
Oh, there's a novel where you learn more about Mukuro. It's called Danganronpa If.
Oh, she survives past where she should have died.
Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
I like that. Anyway. How do you know this?
Huh?
Great picture. Oh, the queen one! Reserve department.
2,357. How do you fit that many in the school? It wasn't that big.
Yeah, I got questions.
How do you fit that many? Is it like they have multiple locations all across the world? Just in that country of Japan? Or what?
They just put them all in the basement and are like, it's fine down here. You guys are good.
What?
What a surprise! Do you want to hear about the ultimate despairs again?
No, I don't really need you to.
Hey,
Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was actually a term used to describe Junko Inashima, the original ultimate despair.
He just started on his own.
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place.
It's fine already. You don't have to keep explaining.
what?
Huh? It's fine already, but I'm just getting to the good part.
Good part or not, I've already heard this from you before.
Okay,
Get
that
outta
was funny.
here.
Okay, so
That's
he talked to Fuyuhiko again.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he
You might have
could
missed something.
earlier, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you just said? Junko Inashima is really dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom.
Yeah, we haven't been able to go in there yet.
Bloody classroom? No, wait, what was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in. They were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat
Well,
her.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Inashima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inashima is dead.
Stares at the camera, into your soul.
like...
Turns out that killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident.
That is the biggest mood for that
Yes.
name ever. Thank you, Fuyuhiko, for being like, the
incident,
whatever.
yeah.
Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy? And she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
So,
The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed on her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then, Junko is no more.
Monokuma stare is just sending me.
No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
bastard!
Junko Inoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Inoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved in resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that. An imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere? Just like the surveillance cameras during this killing school life?
Nice.
Oh, that's a lot of talking. More again.
More about the ultimate despair. She's dead. Just so you. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
Ooh, how exciting!
Raise your flag!
Yeah? One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character route.
Character.
You're not making sense again.
Well now,
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
I
Alright.
guess we can talk to Fuyuhiko again?
Yeah, we'll try that. Haven't watched the anime yet. We have to
No.
wait for this game at least to finish.
Yes.
If not the next one. I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out.
Killing school life is about how former students of Hope's Peak Academy had their memories taken away and were forced to kill each other. The surveillance cameras throughout the academy were filming it and broadcasting it worldwide. Students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. But that messed up plan was a failure. Junko lost to the students of Hope's Peak Academy and took her own life. That's why Junko Inoshima is no longer in this world. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Regardless, this situation that we're in eerily resembles the killing school life. I'm assuming that someone is imitating what Junko did. If Junko Inoshima is already dead, and the rest of the Ultimate Despairs are behind this, were they brainwashed by Junko into carrying out her will? I mean, the killings were involved in resemble that killing school life that Junko caused.
Let's check it in last time. Okay.
Okay, same thing, I guess. Yeah,
I don't
same.
need this again. It's fine.
Alright, okay.
Alright. Leaving.
Leaving. Oh boy.
Oh, we're on the 4th floor now. Oh boy, we got spots.
Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on? What's going on to make something like this happen? No. I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this.
I see. The spots. My vision. This is the floor with, like, the broadcast room and the principal's office and stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Kane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer.
Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time.
The main cast is coming, eh? Okay, that's the office with the plants. That's the headmaster's office.
Floating cube.
Yeah. It's the data. Okay, we can go to the music room. Can't go to
Blocked
either
off,
of these.
blocked off, that's blocked
The
off.
data lab and what's there.
This is all blocked off.
Okay.
I guess we should go there.
To the music room. Meow.
Oh, so much investigating, man.
There's a lot to investigate. Whoa, what? Is that a grave?
That's like a gravestone.
This looks like the music room.
Looks
Says-
like your grave.
It says to protect the
Biggest?
most awful,
Most tragic.
event in human history, the graduation of Hope's Peak Academy's among the many who established
The Future Foundation.
the Future Foundation.
Okay. Oh, we're among the many. Okay.
Yeah, well, among the many
Okay,
that was
interesting.
established.
So maybe it's not a grave. Maybe it's a monument?
I guess so, yeah.
I feel like I can see something strange.
I mean, there's a lot. This room is like broken. Ah, that must be
Yeah.
the strange thing, is the piano
And
a hologram.
too. And a monument. That's
Oh, what do you want to start with?
piano.
Okay. I like it, I like it.
So much peaceful.
So many.
It's a very nice looking grand piano. It might be very valuable.
It's very nice looking.
You can make some money.
Ibuki might have been able to play this.
Oh, if
Oh,
only
yes.
Sayaka would sing for me, though.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Alright, which one next? The
Yeah.
monument or the hologram?
Monument first.
Okay, I like that.
Looks like it's some sort of monument? Why would there be a monument in a music room?
And it's floating too.
And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation.
Ah.
Graduates.
Oh,
So
okay.
they did establish it after the tragedy.
Yeah,
The Future Foundation.
yeah.
Huh.
Okay. And they graduated from Hope's Peak.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a
Does that mean like the students from the first game are the ones that started the Future Foundation?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say really. Is it them or is there others who?
Because I mean, Hope had kind of been completely wiped out
I guess. So.
until after the first game when they were like, because didn't Byakuya say he was going to like?
Yeah, he's gonna try to reestablish
like his lineage, his family name, and
Yeah, stuff like that. Maybe he's the last Kagami now.
yeah. So I could see him like starting a thing.
I guess so. That would make sense. Man, yeah, it's great.
That'd be interesting. All right.
Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, you completely made it up.
What a shock! The origin story.
I mean, we do know a whole bunch of others graduated before.
Oh, yeah.
Hope's Peak Academy closed down. Is it also referring to those people?
I just feel like, I mean, we didn't get to see what happened in the world after the students left, but, and I mean, Monokuma did say the main cast is coming. Is he referring to, like, the cast from the first game?
I know, right? Yeah.
Yasuhiro shows up like, hey I'm back for more, guys. Kidneys and ghosts, man.
Kidneys and ghosts, man! Oh.
I would love that. That'd be great.
Yeah. What is this? What is it floating in the air? This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Inoshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program.
Okay.
Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who is part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost.
Oh no, here we go. It started again.
Yeah.
Hope. Hope High School.
So they tracked down 15 students who were survivors and brought them to Jabberwock Island for that experimental
Neo World program.
Neo World program.
Which is where we are.
Yeah, which is us. Which is how.
That all makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No. As long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma. If he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Inoshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's this about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries.
Well, when you're in a virtual world, you know.
weird that they're protecting them, but they also kind of like brought in people who were like working with the ultimate despairs too. It feels like.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I agree that it's weird.
Like with
Whoa.
Nagito with his Junko hand and.
Well, he was one of the survivors, right?
Oh yeah, I mean he is a survivor, but like, how do you separate a survivor from an ultimate despair?
Right.
Who is technically also a survivor.
Well, I mean, I guess that plays into your rehabilitation theory,
Yeah.
right? So, I mean, okay, let's say for a hypothetical situation that all 15 were like Nagito and were full of despair.
Yeah.
Then, you know, they would all have to be rehabilitated here.
True. Yeah.
Which
I
would
mean,
make-
yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, that's a possibility. Not saying that's what happened, but it's a possibility. Are the plants still here?
We just don't consider them similar though, which is weird.
List of subjects. Interesting.
This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it.
It also said office outside on the signpost, but sure.
The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well,
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere.
No, I haven't seen her.
How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already!
Call him out! I'm sick of your bullshit.
Sonia! Sonia!
Sonia! Now, in the first game, this had like a lot of pictures
Oh,
of
yeah.
like the founders, but now there's only one.
Hmm.
Okay, we got flowers. This box is still here.
Yeah. Another one.
A bear.
Huh? Are you serious?
For reals.
Yes.
I hope I haven't missed anything.
Before we click on the blackboard, I guess we should click on. Oh yeah, and the data too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flowers, then maybe soda, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, sure.
we'll try to figure out between these. Maybe the picture?
Yeah, picture first. Yeah, and leave that for last. I think.
Okay, sure. That sounds good.
Flowers. On top of the desk?
Ridiculous.
Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired?
They've always looked like that.
Yeah.
this is bad.
Hey, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere.
I mean,
Damn it, I'm really worried. What if something happens to me when Miss Sonia isn't looking?
I don't know that she would care.
This guy is so useless sometimes.
Hajime finally reached his breaking point. Oh, okay, so apparently the blackboard and the picture.
It's part of the same thing.
Okay, so we'll just do
Yeah.
that, I guess.
There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here?
That's supposed to be Hiyoko though. But she's older looking.
What the heck?
How old are we?
Wait, how long has it been?
How old are we right now? Are we like adults that were brought here?
Or have we
but-
like regressed to students?
But we talked to Nagito in that thing, and
That's
he looked
true.
normal.
He did look normal. What?
Or was that mind playing tricks on us or something? Like he's being brought to the island.
I don't know. Also, Ultimate Imposter still doesn't have a name.
Ultimate Imposter still, yeah, no name.
No name.
But all the other names are on here.
Why a random newspaper clipping of Hiyoko?
Yes.
And looking, better than she's ever looked, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before.
okay, now we're close up.
Okay, so yeah, we can click on two things.
This or
Alright.
this?
Yeah, I guess click on this first.
Sure.
There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Seonji is written there. What is this newspaper?
She just has a ponytail instead of pigtails. Like the music just stops. Future Miss Hiyoko Sayanji.
What is this?
It's true, she did get a glow up.
It says Miss Hiyoko Sayanji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew.
Yeah, that was a glow up.
She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature.
But this woman.
But the photo in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something?
No, it says Hiyoko Sayanji here.
Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name.
Oh no, we're not doing the whole Kasumi Sumire
Yeah.
thing again.
Yeah,
We're not doing that again.
An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean,
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko.
But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
man.
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Sayanji family's only daughter.
If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko.
Huh?
Of course not.
Well, what are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt?
What are you saying?
She died, man.
She's already dead.
She's already dead.
There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
today I'm feeling white.
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
Well, what the heck? This is the truth?
If this is the truth, then the Hiyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Who are you?
Hey,
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there?
Huh?
this is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment?
It's some kind of experiment. It would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's... It's better not have anything to do with some time travel.
Oh no, don't bring in time travel at a time like this.
Yeah.
Alright. And then this guy that was in the fun house.
An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says Hope's Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura?
That's why the name sounded familiar.
Oh, it was in the funhouse, right?
Yeah. But that's the same name of the guy who killed the 13... What?
Yeah.
What?
Founder of Hope's Peak Academy, and this name, Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery!
Damn you, Izuru Kamakura!
He's an old guy now.
Probably.
Yeah, that was like long, long ago then.
Right? I just need to use the washroom again, unfortunately. Yeah, think about it. Ruminate.
That was a while ago, and then that information got revealed how many years later?
Do you need more water again?
Yeah, I could use a bit more water.
I will return. In a second.
Yeah, sorry, Viviana, I hadn't gotten a chance to look at anything yet. I was quite busy this week, actually. But I'll try to give it a chance to look that up next week, anyways. Yeah. But I have not seen those 3 shows. Yeah, Paprika, Perfect Blue, or Serial Experiments. Oh, Paranoia Agent too. Yeah. So it seems like whatever incident happened with Izuru was like 60 years ago or something. 50 years ago, I would say, at the least. Because they covered it up, and he still went on to become a prominent figure for the school. It's only after Junko hacked in and got that information of what happened, she exposed it on the internet and got everybody riled up. Okay, so this Hope's Peak Academy has been around for like pretty much like half a century, pretty much. It's like a massive organization, like so many students involved in this curriculum. Yeah, Hope's Peak Academy is like huge, man. Like it's been around for like at least half a century.
What?
I mean, like, this guy's this old. He was a student at the time when...
Oh, I see what you're saying. So how would you keep that secret for, like, so long? That's so weird to me.
Then Junko found it, then hacking in or something. Yeah, it's crazy.
Alright.
I think he covered it up, and how long was it covered up for?
Right.
Question. He's old already, and he's like a prominent figure at the school.
Sure.
So it only got exposed just just a little while back.
Yeah. And then how long has it been? Like Kyoko is older here.
Yes.
But then why did she like revert to like a child?
Because it's a rewind, right? So
I mean, we are in a program, so I guess they could have made them like they could be adults, but they made them high school.
yeah,
students
because
again?
technically we're going back to at the age when we first joined Hope's Peak Academy,
Oh, right. So we have to kind of look
Look at it after they've joined Hope's Peak Academy.
Okay.
Then they kind of had their designs changed for a few of them.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because we know that the ones in the first game were older than they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
They want the age when they first joined.
Right. Because it had been a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Huh. Interesting. All right. What's this letter?
There were letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from before. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Inoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Inoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does this mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily.
Despair High School. Oh no, we have the High School
that's
Despair.
funny. So is Remnants of Despair different from Ultimate Despair group?
I think it's the same, but it's like they cut off the head of the snake with Junko.
Yeah.
So now like the organization was falling apart, but there were still remnants that were still like trying to carry on her work after her death.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's what I get from it.
Yeah.
Oh
because now it's a
no!
group.
Bob crashed Zachary's phone. I'm glad you're back,
The
Zach.
original group still remains, kind of.
Yeah, because I mean, we didn't get to find out what happened after Junko's death in the first game. Because I mean, the organization was strong because she was still alive, but it ended with her death, so we don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's still carrying on, anyways.
Yeah, so I mean, they're the remnants.
Without Mukuro or Junko.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the remnants, but they were also considered Ultimate Despairs themselves, right? Like they were part of that group.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Mukuro was. Yeah.
No worries, Yuli. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Okay, have a good rest of your weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weekend.
It
Right?
is the weekend. What day is
What day is it? Is it a Monday? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sleep well, Yuli. Yeah, you good?
No, I'm not.
Our
good.
brains are short
I'm not
circuiting
okay.
from all the knowledge.
I'm not okay right now.
It's alright. We'll have naps later. We're good.
I've talked too much during this game. My mouth keeps running, and it's starting to speak incoherent.
Yeah. I feel that, where you're just like, you've been talking for so long that it's like, what am I trying to say? Alright, good night, Yuli.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime! You shall now go on to the next stage.
Next stage.
Floor 3?
Talk to Soda again?
How do you feel,
Are
Soda?
we screwed?
That list of subjects seems really dangerous.
Hey,
Don't tell me all this killing is gonna have some psychotic conclusion, like it's some experiment.
Well, good luck, Soda. Smell the flowers. We are on the 3rd floor.
Damn it, not again! The hallway is different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy.
How do we get off the Monokuma route? How do we get on it to begin with? All excellent questions. This is the one where we had to run back and forth between the 2nd and the 3rd floor for Celeste's trial. Okay, that doesn't
Let's
look
go this way.
good.
Nope.
Okay, this is the physics room.
blocked off.
Can I walk through this? Nope, I still bounce off them. Okay, can't go through there.
Look at these
We
windows.
can go into the rec room.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yep.
okay, there's a lot of windows that are actually windows, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, they're not boarded up, at least. Alright, gotta check the snack.
Man, so much investigation.
You're good, JJ. Don't even worry about it. And hello to you. Okay, good to know, Zachary. Thanks for the heads up. Oh, well, that's normal.
There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school.
The game room. The rec room.
Where there was like the chess pieces and the magazines.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't count as a Monokuma. I'm just checking.
Yeah, is there a Monokuma here somewhere?
I don't see one.
Oh.
Okay. Magazines.
There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer, travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. My hero would have been happy to see this. There's a dartboard. But this is still a school, right? Or did Monokuma just randomly make up this place?
Yeah.
No, there's the ultimate dartboard guy.
Okay,
don't you
so
know?
ignore the hologram from
Okay,
last and see if there's anything else to click on.
There's the file. And
The sofa.
the sofa.
Yeah.
It's a nice, firm-looking leather sofa. It looks like it'd be comfortable for anyone to sleep on.
Like, yes,
That is,
Sakura.
that is cruel.
Sakura's death.
That is cruel.
It's a file with Hope Speak Academy's seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here?
Monokuma lays stuff around the place, don't you know?
Yeah, don't you know?
Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan.
If you'd like a break from reading, I don't mind reading the.
It's okay, I'll keep going.
You're good? Okay.
We're almost done with the stream here.
Okay, alright.
For many years, Hope Speak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh?
True hope, not fake hope. True.
Yeah, not ultimate hope. Just true. Alright, well, hologram time,
Because Izuru was fake hope, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
They called him the ultimate hope, but he ended up killing 13 people.
Yeah.
This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions.
Interesting.
Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life.
Okay.
Okay, so the survivors.
So that would be the guys from the first game.
Yes, they entrusted them to
So they
them.
gave them over to them. Okay.
As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Despair.
Despair. I think they let some of them in.
Yeah, I kind of think.
It's like, some of
guys,
them are in your group.
You
right
did
now.
it again.
It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then, why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime! If you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse!
It's your fault! What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them.
Yeah.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
Whoever's controlling me, so they don't think he's his own virus being.
Yeah.
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now.
The true identity of Monokuma. Hey, you didn't do the data.
I did.
Oh,
We
oh,
just
that.
read it.
Oh, we did click on that. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought we clicked on something else.
Looks like I'm on a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so... What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality.
I feel like I'm in Undertale right now.
Yeah.
Girl?
Oh,
Can I even get to you? Akane, are you in there?
It smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming.
Kane is twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me.
Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally?
Let's see. My gut feeling is...
They're both!
Yo!
He's right. They're both.
Both? What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all.
Well, that's true, I guess.
This is like my new favorite tune.
Yeah.
Ah, the pool. Okay, so that's where we are. Where'd I go?
So not here. This way. No, that's blocked off. Oh, somebody over on the right.
That's a Kane.
Oh, that's Kane.
And that's
nothing. So I
done.
guess you gotta go back here.
Oh, the library.
There it is.
I knew immediately as soon as I saw that. I'm like, oh, we're in the library hallway.
Must be a Monokuma in here.
Yeah, there's gotta be.
This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it.
I don't see one. Nope.
That is unfortunate. Okay, let's just check things real quick. Okay. Make another save. It's only that, eh? Huh. Okay.
This hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi.
I haven't heard this music in a long time.
Yeah.
Where are you guys? What are you doing right now?
Oh, should you be reading this in Makoto's voice?
Oh.
Because it's from
Right,
Makoto.
if it said it's to Makoto.
Oh, it might be to Makoto.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. It is to Makoto, you're right.
What are you doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair?
Oh, Makoto's protecting...
It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So they didn't start the Future
No.
Foundation, but they joined once
Yeah.
they escaped.
So the Future Foundation is made up from graduates from Hope Speak Academy.
Right.
Once
and then,
you left. After,
and then they joined. Okay.
Yeah, they made the Future Foundation after the world fell.
Yeah, okay.
They joined together. Yeah.
Interesting.
The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation?
I mean, he's a hopeful kind of guy, you know?
Yes.
Okay, Can't I go into here? That would be kind of nifty, don't you think?
Yeah, it's like, is it every last one of them a remnant of despair, or just certain ones in the group? We don't know.
I don't know. It's suspicious.
Like, look at Hiyoko and think, yeah, that's a despair agent.
Yeah. I believe in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that checks out.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
It makes sense to me.
Springer, you gotta, whatever, even.
Oh, and the laundry? Wait, wasn't that on the first floor?
We didn't move.
I love that they still have the Junko magazine here. It's...
Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but, this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school, and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room.
Good job.
There we
Andre.
go.
No.
Yeah. I think they only need one more.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, I was hoping the swimsuit would still be clickable.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I was always able to click on it before. And I can't click
Can't
on
click
this.
on that. Yeah,
I can't click on
any
any
of
of
these.
these. Okay. So it looks like it's just the tablet.
This looks like a tablet computer. Looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it.
Top secret.
Neo World Program.
Cool.
Neo World program? This world, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already.
Ooh.
The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic therapeutic
Therapeutic. Yeah.
psychotherapeutic communication simulator.
Okay.
The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist.
Okay, we knew the ultimate programmer. I
Yeah.
don't think we knew the ultimate neurologist or
No.
therapist.
Were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized.
I mean, they're probably graduates who graduated
True.
Hope Speak Academy.
Except for Chihiro.
Yeah,
Chihiro must have worked on it when they were in
I mean, we
school.
assume there's more than just one Ultimate Programmer, right? Because there's Ultimate Luck Nagito, and then there's
That's
Ultimate
true.
Luck.
That's true.
Makoto.
Yeah, that's a
Yes,
good point.
so
You
there's
can have more than
one
one ultimate. I
Yeah,
think.
of the same type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good point. Good point.
Yeah, so they might be the same from here. We don't know for sure, but
Yeah,
I guess that could be the case.
it could be. Yeah, that's a good point.
By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world.
There it is.
Yeah.
Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction.
Interesting. Okay, so you could destroy someone's personality trying to treat brainwashing.
I don't know if that is a big concern.
If they're already brainwashed,
We can give you a new personality.
it's fine.
Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program.
Maybe that's why Nagito went even more nutty.
Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program. A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is
Despair.
despair.
Knew it. Oh no.
Ah!
Yep.
I screamed loudly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
Nice! You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you.
Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me, too?
Dun dun dun. Okay, well.
You can't just undo my brainwashing.
Alright, where are we going now?
Hiya!
Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it.
No, escape.
This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but...
So hard to see.
This is the
Okay,
thing that
that's
was.
the gym.
Yeah, we can't go there anymore. This was what somebody was mentioning
Yeah,
about. Like,
Zachary
oh.
said this is the one that's really hard to see. Oh gosh. Oh, hi Sonia.
Hey, how's it going?
Well,
Do you see this? Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect?
Huh?
The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means, as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real.
Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
oh my.
Huh? I am not sure. I do not fully understand.
What the heck?
Girl?
I'm gonna leave.
Okay, still can't go there. That's good news. Hello, Monokuma.
We can go to 1B,
Yeah.
but let's talk to him.
The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Well, thanks for that, I guess. Whoa, boy. Big object.
No object matches name, blah 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 blah. Change operation is no classroom. We can still click on those again.
Yeah. You don't see a bear in here, eh?
Ah, no, maybe we missed one.
Maybe. Okay, window.
Is my memory wrong or something? Maybe there never were any windows, and this is actually right.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I think it's just this thing, basically.
Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at that object,
This music. Wha- No identifier.
Linked 4321. It is alter ego, isn't it?
Ah!
Yeah.
This is great. I love this.
Fujisaki Chihiro.
Yep. Welcome to the Neo World program.
Person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No. Is this even a person in the first place?
It says not female.
Ah.
Dang, called out. I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me alter ego.
Yeah, alter ego survived.
Dang, alter ego's still around. Let's go.
Oh man.
That is the name my master gave me when he created me.
It can talk. But what are you? Alter ego? Artificial intelligence program?
I am the master program behind the Neo World program.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. Dang, we called that Monokuma virus like so long ago. That was great. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar.
Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it. It's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program?
The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry. I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program.
Most of its words, I understand what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place?
The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope.
A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, And the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right?
Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world.
So they were going in here to wipe them out, replace the memories from this, and then add those in as the replacement.
Yeah, I guess they were just going to have them hang out on this island and be friends, and then that was going to replace the space that was missing in their memories. And they'd be like, oh, we just went on like a school trip, and we had like fun together, and we were best friends, and we don't have any despair now, because it was just a wonderful time.
Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right?
That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry.
Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us. But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is it the Future Foundation... Or is the Future Foundation not our ally?
I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this.
All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus?
Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors.
2 monitors?
Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. Okay, so that's...
Monami and Chiaki.
Yep. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else.
What kind of authority does the teacher role have?
As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death.
What is that virus?
I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contain my authority to build the world. It was like... it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience.
She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack.
Hajime, can you not read? It says not female right to the right of
Yeah,
this.
it says not female.
But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this alter ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it! What the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one? That's so freaking irritating! But how did that virus infect the Neo World program?
The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. And that was the guy at the beginning on the boat.
Yes.
Physically?
Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility. And directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened.
It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility. But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who is a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie?
Haha! Chihiro.
Yeah.
Chihiro.
Yeah, that's Chiaki.
Chiaki,
and
thank you.
Monokuma.
I like, it's another chi word.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Oh,
Chi.
so it's...
But it's true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too.
A limit?
If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as... In order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on now.
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more... Suppose that you exist between life and death, the death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to... the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm... change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation from the context invites your death.
Hey?
Oh god. Oh my.
It's inverted. It's inverted. Negative Monokuma.
Where... Is it over? Makoto!
It's Makoto.
What the heck? What just happened?
I never realized saying death one after the other is so difficult until I said it. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Makoto again.
Oh man, do you have your Makoto voice still?
You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh?
Are you guys telling me that I was saying death, death, death over and over again, and then it was like, and ad time?
Oh no.
Great. Perfect. I love to see it.
The things you guys were forced to do. We were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away. But because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just, who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say, and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say... Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
And by the way, thanks guys for letting me know about the ads. Good to know.
I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037? 11037. That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the Hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go.
Interesting.
I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password.
Dang it, Nagito.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma.
Well, we're definitely talking to Makoto.
Yes,
But...
yeah. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair, using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? Yeah.
Protect him.
Protect him. In a worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of a teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this, and you guys that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number.
Well.
Kimo Yashibawa Baba did a death.
Death. Well, we got the death. Goodbye, Makoto.
Yeah, goodbye, Makoto.
All right, ads, don't interrupt me right now.
Death, 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 death. What just
Say
happened?
what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now?
Nothing really.
I see.
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no-good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again.
Did Monokuma not notice what just happened?
It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here.
Hey, about that guy just now.
Shut up. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me.
I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now.
You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. Called friendship.
Yes.
It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best.
Do our best. Huh. But what do we have to do? What do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless, too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do?
11037.
Leon has been added. And the shutdown sequence.
Yeah, it's that trial room.
Okay,
I guess
we're
we'll stop
done.
here,
Yeah. Alright, that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. That was a lot.
A lot of information.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my. It was awesome to talk to Makoto and
Yeah. You know, right?
and we actually learned stuff about the tragedy this time, which we didn't learn the first time around.
And he was the one that voiced Nagito too, and we couldn't even get to hear his voice.
I know.
Which is unfortunate.
It's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that was pretty good, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for the info dump live stream, as Samantha put it. And good to know that there was 2 ads during the stream. I'll keep monitoring that and see what I can figure out with regards to that. So thanks for the patience in the meantime. Okay, so just quick announcement that Max is available on Monday. So we're going to be doing a full day Persona 5 stream. So if you're available, we're going to be starting at 2 p.m. EST till 5, and then again at the regular time, 7 p.m. to 10. I'm going to try and remember to actually write an announcement on Discord this time instead of just being like, yeah, I totally announced it. It's fine. So yeah, hopefully you guys can join us. Otherwise, we'll be back next Saturday for more Danganronpa, which will be exciting to see. We didn't even get to the end of all the truth bullets. We're still learning stuff. I think we're kind of near the end, but
I think we're kind of getting to that point.
I think we're in the end game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Otherwise, tomorrow is the finale for Saint Maker, and the rest of this week is going to be the Wolf Fruit on Taisho Alice. So hopefully I'll see you around for one of those too. 2 more streams, Zachary? Okay, that sounds about right. I think that probably will wrap up the main story before we go into the side game stuff.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I know, Samantha, finale already. I was not expecting it either. But anyway, we are going to jet and go get some food. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys.
Yeah. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Have a good rest of your weekend, and see you Monday,
Maybe. If not, next Saturday.
Next Saturday, yeah.
Yep. Alrighty.
Okay, take care, everyone. Team Market, blasting off again!
Ding! Bye!
Bye!